most that's ever been written on a piece of rice is 200 characters. That was in Turkey. It's actually on display in a prominent art museum in Turkey. It wasn't like I went to school for it, or like I felt, you know, that I just felt a deep connection to the art of writing on rice. It's just something that I love. It's just something that comes very natural to me. As soon as I started doing it, I knew that this was what my lot in life was. My name is Russel Cunningham, and I am a rice writer. Nobody really knows where rice writing started. You know, there have been sightings of rice writing as long as 300, 400, 500 years ago, all over the country. You know, people are curious, why do you write on a piece of rice? You know, I don't actually know why I write on a piece of rice sometimes. I do it because it makes me and other people happy. I write simple things for people on rice. I love you, my brother, my friend. Somebody here in New Paltz had me write New Paltz saves on a piece of rice. I mean, maybe that's a little blasphemous, but you know, it's really what they want. It's not for me to judge what the message is.
Rice writing is not about you, it is not about the rice, it is not about the ink that you're putting on the rice. It's not about the hours you put in for writing, you know, rice writing. Rice writing is more like that ideology that like you are writing on this rice and you're producing something beautiful on something so tiny.
This one I did a peace sign, a heart, and a smiley face for peace, love, and happiness.
See it?
Yeah.
I can pick out at least 5 people down there that would be absolutely thrilled to have their name on a piece of rice. I can look at people, almost sometimes the way they walk, you just know that they're going to come over and they're going to be interested and they're going to watch you work. You know, I have the tweezers, I have pens. Oh yeah, I'm doing it all day, man. This one is Rice for Life.
Nice.
Want your name written?
Nah.
Here's your piece of rice.
All right. What can I get it in?
We have these vials. I can put it in for you. When somebody gets their piece of rice in a dolphin vial, that's some real deep symbolism.
Ooh.
You want your name written?
No, I just wanted him to see it. You
Sure.
have it in the tubes, right?
Yep.
Yeah. In the vials. Louis, remember you got me the elephant?
You know, sometimes rice writing gets that deep. Sometimes it does. Other times it's, you know, shopaholic. People really enjoy something different. A lot of people come back, you know, they'll have told their mothers or their stepmothers, their nieces, you know, anybody, you know, they get one thing written on it and they realize I can do that, and then they say, oh, well, maybe he could write this other message, you know, and then they'll have a whole series of them, or a different necklace for each day. So they'll have, like, you know, one for Friday that they love to wear on Friday, like, thank God it's Friday.
Like that.
So how did I get started? You know, it's always been almost like second nature to me. I remember back when I was in grade school. I had just gotten into the 3rd grade, and the teacher was new to the school. It was her first year, and she didn't know me or any of the other kids. And I remember the first time I handed in a pop quiz that she had handed out, and I brought it up to the front of the class, and she looks at the sheet of paper, and she had this look of shock on her face. And she said, "We're not writing on rice here." And you know, it was almost as though it clicked into place at that point. You know, it's like some kind of like gear shifted in my head, and I said, "Right, we're not writing on rice." And then I thought about it. You know, I said, you know, that might be something that you know, I would be perfect for, really. I had a pen pal in France that I had gotten through school, and I would send her these miniature letters, and you know, it was a similar experience. You know, she kind of wrote me back and was like, you know, I can't read this, you know, like, what are you doing here? Small handwriting, so. Well, yeah, I mean, I did have a number of jobs before I started writing on Rice. I worked in an office for a period of time, and, you know, I always just kind of felt not a part of, you know, kind of on the outside. You know, I moved out of that. I was doing billboards for a while. They said that, you know, the effectiveness of the billboards wasn't reaching their audience, something like that. And I got into what I needed in my heart, and I realized I really needed to get back into the arts. How you doing? So I actually got a job as a tattoo artist. And, you know, I went through a training period. I worked at a shop over down by the river, and you know, I regret saying it, but they actually ended up letting me go. Then I actually did a lot of internal searching, and I said, you know, I need to do something that really makes me happy. I need to do something that fills my heart with passion. And I came here. I came onto this street, and you know, I slowly built up the shop.
Where?
Here, you can take the magnifying glass. It says, "All be alive and free."
It's so cool.
Think you can try that?
No, I don't think I could write this small, but I wish I could.
I've known Russ ever since I was a kid. Russ ended up introducing me to Susan, and this is Susan here. See, that's Susan.
Russ introduced us one day. I was hanging out with Russ, and I said, "Who's that guy with the funny hair?" And it was George.
We've definitely just been happy ever since. And then you started that whole Rice thing. That was cool.
Yeah, Russ is like, he's a good Rice writer, you know? But like at the same time, you know, like there's lots of people doing this now, you know, and like there's lots of good Rice writers out there. I myself think I've done pretty well with it. But like, yeah, he's definitely good, you know, like I can say that much.
Cool. Wow. Awesome, man. Thank you.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. She wanted it, like $5. You know, what are you gonna do? You know, like if you can get into work, then like that's cool. If not, we'll just go with what we have. You know.
Would you like your name on Rice?
No, thank you.
Name on Rice? Name on Rice.
You want me to write another one?
If you want.
Hey, how you doing? Do you want your name on a piece of rice?
What?
Think about it. I can write your name on a piece of rice.
Name on rice? That seems ridiculous. Why would I want that?
I can write your name very small on a kernel of rice.
$5?
Yeah, and we put it in a vial, and you can wear it around your neck. You can wear it on a bracelet. What's your name? Have a good one. If I can write somebody's name on rice, or write a favorite phrase or a Bible verse, I'm content, you know. I feel at home out here. You know, I feel more at home out here than I do in my living room, you know. This is where I belong, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing.